Have you ever felt like life is stuck on a loop? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to make progress? You've visualized, meditated, and affirmed all the right things, but still it feels like you're running in place. This happens to many of us, and it's not because you're doing something wrong, but because there's a deeper force at play. It's called vibrational misalignment. Imagine this. You're driving through life with the best intentions, but you're unknowingly tuned into the wrong radio station. You've got your goals, your dreams, but the frequency you're broadcasting isn't in sync with what you want. It's like trying to play the symphony of your life while using a broken instrument. You might get some notes, but you'll never hear the beautiful melody you're aiming for. Now you may be wondering, how do I fix this? How do you tune into the right frequency to change the patterns in your life and create the reality you've always wanted? In this video, we're going to explore ancient wisdom, specifically the teachings found in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and how these can help you recalibrate your energy to escape the invisible prison that keeps you stuck. But we won't just focus on the old teachings. We'll also take a fresh look at how this wisdom can be applied today to break free from old habits, negative patterns, and emotional blockages that hold you back. It's time to unlock a new chapter in your life. Are you ready to break the cycle? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to realign yourself and start living with purpose and power. Now that we've piqued your curiosity, let's dive into one of the most crucial concepts from Thoth's teachings, the invisible prison. It sounds a bit dramatic, right? A prison you can't see or touch, and yet it controls your life? But it's real, and it's something that most people unknowingly live in every day. This isn't some metaphorical cage with iron bars. It's the prison built by your thoughts, beliefs, and the emotions you've inherited from the world around you. Here's the thing, the world is constantly feeding you vibrational frequencies. Your environment, your family, your society, your peers, they all influence how you vibrate. These influences shape how you see yourself and the world, and they often limit your potential. Think about it. How many times have you been told, be realistic, don't dream too big, or you're too sensitive? These aren't your thoughts, they are borrowed vibrations from external forces. Over time, these borrowed frequencies become your own internal voice, telling you what you can and can't do, what's possible and what's impossible. Let me share a personal example. I used to believe that I wasn't capable of achieving big dreams. It wasn't until I started truly questioning my internal dialogue that I realized these limiting beliefs weren't mine to begin with. They were handed down to me by people who were trying to protect me, but in doing so, they unknowingly trapped me. The moment I decided to challenge those thoughts, to break free from what I had been taught, I started to feel the world shift around me. The walls of the invisible prison started to crumble. This prison doesn't have bars or locks, it has beliefs. When you feel like life is a constant struggle, or when things seem to be happening over and over again, it's often because you're still operating under these old beliefs, these inherited frequencies. It's like being on autopilot, running programs that were set in motion long before you had the awareness to question them. Thoth's teachings were not just about spiritual wisdom. They were about tools for recalibration. They were about breaking free from these invisible prisons and realigning your energy with the truth of who you really are. But here's the catch. You can't just think your way out of this prison. You have to feel your way out. Thoughts alone aren't enough. As Thoth said, you are not stuck because life hates you. You are stuck because you are vibrating at war with the world you want. This might sound intense, but think about it. Everything is vibration. Your thoughts, emotions, even your body, they all emit energy. If your energy is constantly in conflict with the life you want to create, then life will mirror that conflict back to you. This is why people often feel like they're stuck in a loop, like nothing ever changes no matter how much they try. What if I told you that the way out of this prison was simpler than you think? Now that we understand the concept of the invisible prison and how it holds us back, let's take it a step further. In the ancient teachings of Thoth, one of the most powerful ideas he presents is the law of vibration. Everything in the universe is energy, and energy vibrates. We're not just talking about sound waves or light waves. This applies to every single thing in existence, from the very atoms that make up your body to the thoughts in your head. In other words, everything is frequency. You see, when Thoth said all is vibration, he wasn't being poetic. He was revealing a fundamental law of the universe. Everything, including our thoughts, emotions, and actions, emits a frequency. The world you experience is not a random sequence of events. It is a reflection of the frequency you are constantly broadcasting. This is huge because the universe doesn't listen to what you say, it listens to what you emit. Think about the times when you found yourself in a bad mood or feeling off. It's as if everything around you seems to reflect that energy, right? Conversations feel awkward, opportunities fall through, and everything just feels harder than usual. That's because your energy isn't aligned with what you want. Now, let me give you a real-life example. Have you ever met someone who just radiates positive energy? Their presence lights up a room, and suddenly you feel lighter, more at ease. That's the power of someone being in alignment with their highest frequency. On the flip side, think of someone who constantly complains or is stuck in negative thought patterns. No matter how hard they try, they continue to attract the same negative experiences because their frequency is out of sync with what they desire. In the same way, when your frequency aligns with your desires, everything around you shifts to meet that new vibration. Opportunities open up effortlessly, relationships flourish, and success becomes natural. But here's the kicker. Changing your frequency isn't about thinking positive thoughts or repeating affirmations mindlessly. It's about realigning your entire field, from your thoughts to your emotions to your very presence. Vibration isn't something you just talk about, it's something you live. This is where Thoth's teachings become transformational. It's not about changing your thoughts on a surface level. It's about recalibrating your entire being. It's a recalibration that takes place not just in your mind, but in your energy field, your emotions, your body. When you truly understand that everything is vibration, you start to notice how much of your life is governed by frequencies that are out of sync with your desire. So how do we shift that? How do we move from a state of misalignment to one of flow and resonance? The key is self-awareness and conscious recalibration. The next part of this journey is about learning how to recalibrate your energy and tune into the frequency of what you truly want. Now that we understand the law of vibration and how it shapes our reality, let's explore how we can recalibrate our energy to align with the life we desire. The journey to realignment isn't about wishful thinking or hoping for change. It's about conscious recalibration, tuning your energy, thoughts, emotions, and even your body to match the frequency of what you want to manifest. So how does one recalibrate their energy? The first step is understanding that everything is frequency. Not just the thoughts you think, but also the emotions you feel, the way you speak, and even your posture. Energy flows where attention goes. You can think all the positive thoughts you want, but if your emotional energy is in conflict with those thoughts, you're simply creating friction. Take a moment to think about how often you feel uneasy or anxious when you're doing something important. Maybe you're about to give a presentation or have a big meeting. Suddenly, your body feels tense, your breath shallow, and your mind races. In that moment, your frequency is out of sync with the calm, grounded energy you need to succeed. Your nervous system, your thoughts, and your emotions are all sending out signals that are misaligned with what you want. Realignment requires you to first acknowledge the energy you are broadcasting. Are your thoughts in alignment with your goals? Are your emotions supporting you, or are they rooted in fear, doubt, or insecurity? Often we focus on changing our circumstances, but the real key is changing how we vibrate within those circumstances. The change happens from the inside out. A key part of recalibration is learning how to manage your emotions. This isn't about suppressing negative emotions or pretending everything is okay. Emotions are energy in motion, and when you resist them, you're blocking the flow of energy in your field. The goal isn't to ignore or numb the feelings. It's to feel them fully without letting them control you. Let me share a story here. A few years ago, I found myself stuck in a job I didn't enjoy, feeling constantly drained and unfulfilled. I was doing everything right on the surface, setting goals, working hard, and trying to stay positive. But deep down, my energy was misaligned. I was suppressing feelings of dissatisfaction, telling myself that I should be grateful, that I should just push through. But the more I suppressed my emotions, the more resistance I felt in my life. It wasn't until I gave myself permission to feel the dissatisfaction, to honor it instead of repressing it, that things began to shift. I started making decisions that felt more aligned with who I truly was, and that's when the opportunities began to appear, and my entire experience shifted. Recalibration starts with awareness, then moves to acceptance, and finally to alignment. Once you acknowledge the misalignment in your life, whether it's in your thoughts, your emotions, or your actions, you can start shifting your focus to the energy you want to radiate. You can begin recalibrating your energy by practicing simple yet powerful tools. 1. Breath work. Conscious breathing is one of the quickest ways to shift your state and recalibrate your energy. Slow, deep breaths calm your nervous system, bringing your body back into alignment with your desired state. 2. Movement. Your body holds emotional energy, and by moving it, you release blockages and reset your vibration. This could be a simple stretch, a walk, or even dancing. Movement helps shift your frequency from one of tension to one of flow. 3. Presence. The key to recalibration is being present. When you focus on the now, not worrying about the past or the future, you create space for your energy to naturally align with your highest state of being. 4. Sound and silence. As we discussed before, sound and silence are powerful tools of recalibration. Listening to music that resonates with you, chanting, or simply sitting in silence can all help recalibrate your vibration. When you begin to practice recalibration regularly, you'll notice that your reality starts to shift too. You'll attract opportunities, people, and experiences that align with the new frequency you're sending out. The real power of recalibration comes from embodying your new frequency. It's not just about thinking differently, it's about feeling differently and living differently. In the next part, we'll look at how this realignment can create synchronistic moments in your life, where the universe seems to respond to you effortlessly, as if the world is arranging itself to meet your new energy. Now that we've explored the importance of recalibrating your energy and aligning it with your true frequency, let's dive into one of the most exciting parts of this journey: synchronization with the universe. When you start to realign yourself, when your frequency shifts into harmony with your desires, something incredible begins to happen. Effortless flow. Life, which once seemed like a constant struggle, begins to feel almost magical. Opportunities that once seemed elusive begin to appear out of nowhere. People who resonate with your energy come into your life at just the right time. Problems that once seemed unsolvable suddenly find their solutions. You see, the universe doesn't just respond to your thoughts or words, it responds to your energy. And when your energy is in perfect alignment with your desires, the universe has no choice but to mirror that energy back to you. But this isn't magic, it's the law of resonance at work. Just like two instruments tuned to the same pitch will naturally harmonize, your energy, when in perfect alignment with your intentions, will naturally attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate at that same frequency. It's all about vibrational coherence. Here's the thing, this effortless flow doesn't mean that life becomes free of challenges or struggles. Instead, it means that when challenges arise, they are met with clarity, confidence, and ease. Instead of feeling stuck, you feel like you're moving with the rhythm of the universe. Let me share an example of how synchronization works in my own life. A few years ago, I was feeling a sense of disconnect between my work and my personal life. I was struggling to find balance, and despite working hard, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was running on empty. I decided to realign, to recalibrate my energy, focus on what truly mattered, and tune into a higher frequency. What happened next blew me away. Within weeks, opportunities started presenting themselves in ways I couldn't have predicted. I met new people who shared similar values, and I found myself in projects that I was deeply passionate about. The universe seemed to clear the path for me, bringing solutions that felt almost effortless. It was as though life itself was stepping aside, allowing me to move forward with ease. This is synchronicity in action. When your frequency is aligned with your desires, the universe arranges everything around you to match that frequency. Things begin to flow. You stop forcing and you start aligning. You've probably experienced synchronicity in your own life. Those moments when things just seem to fall into place. Maybe you've thought of someone and they texted you minutes later. Or perhaps you've been thinking about a solution to a problem and suddenly the answer presents itself. These moments aren't coincidences. They are the universe responding to the energy you are emitting. What's important to understand here is that synchronicity is not random. It's the natural result of being in alignment. Once your energy shifts to match your intentions, the universe begins to rearrange itself to support you. But there's an important piece to remember. You have to stay aligned. Once you've recalibrated your energy and begun to experience flow, it's crucial to stay in that vibration. It's easy to slip back into old patterns or doubts when things start to feel too easy, but maintaining that alignment requires practice. Realignment is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process. As you grow, your frequency may shift, and that's okay. The key is to stay mindful, to stay present, and to always come back to the state of alignment, no matter where you are in your journey. In the next section, we will dive deeper into how emotional mastery plays a critical role in maintaining your frequency, and how learning to balance your emotions is one of the most powerful tools you can use to stay aligned with the universe. Now that we've explored how recalibrating your frequency and aligning with the universe brings forth effortless flow, let's discuss one of the most crucial elements of maintaining that alignment: emotional mastery. Emotions are one of the most powerful forces shaping our energy. They are the purest form of frequency, transmitting energy through our bodies faster than thoughts ever could. Yet, for most people, emotions are a source of chaos and turbulence. We experience them, but we often don't understand how to work with them in a way that benefits us. But what if I told you that emotional mastery is the key to sustaining your vibrational alignment? When you learn to manage your emotions, not by suppressing or ignoring them, but by understanding and integrating them, you begin to take control of your energy. And when you control your energy, you can maintain your alignment, no matter what happens around you. This is where true power lies. Let's break this down. Emotions are energy in motion. Think of them like a wave. They rise, crest, and fall. The mistake most people make is trying to stop the wave, or even worse, letting it consume them. We either avoid feeling difficult emotions, or we get swept away in them, allowing them to dictate our state of being. But neither of these approaches serves us. Instead, emotional mastery is about observing your emotions without attaching to them. It's about allowing them to flow through you, acknowledging their presence, but not letting them control your actions. When you can do this, you create space in your energy field. You become an observer, not a reactor. I'll share an example from my life. A few months ago, I found myself facing a challenging situation that triggered feelings of anger and frustration. In the past, I would have gotten caught up in those feelings, allowing them to dictate my behavior and response. But this time, I paused. I allowed myself to feel the anger, but I didn't let it dictate my actions. I took a step back, observed the feeling without judgment, and then chose how I wanted to respond, from a place of clarity, not emotional reactivity. This simple act of feeling without reacting helped me maintain my frequency. Instead of sinking into frustration, I realigned with my highest self and responded from a place of calm. That realignment didn't just change my emotional state, it shifted my entire experience of the situation. What's incredible is that when you master your emotions, you create space for higher frequencies to enter. When we're overwhelmed by negative emotions, we block out the flow of positive energy. But when we allow our emotions to rise, express, and settle, we make room for the higher, lighter frequencies to come in. But let me be clear, emotional mastery doesn't mean you never feel anger, sadness, or fear. It means that you no longer let those emotions control you. You learn to feel them, integrate them, and release them without letting them cloud your energy. When you master your emotions, you master your vibration. Now, let's dive into some practical steps to cultivate emotional mastery. 1. Witnessing your emotions. Begin by simply noticing your emotions without judgment. Observe how they feel in your body, where they manifest, and how they affect your thoughts. The more you observe without reacting, the less power your emotions have over you. 2. Breathing into the emotion. Deep, conscious breathing is a powerful tool for processing emotions. When you feel an emotion rise, instead of suppressing it or reacting, take a deep breath and allow the emotion to move through you. Breath work helps to release stagnant energy in your body and brings your frequency back into alignment. 3. Creating space for emotions to flow. When you feel an emotion, give yourself permission to fully experience it. Instead of trying to suppress or control it, allow it to move. Let yourself cry if you need to, scream into a pillow, or take a walk. Don't hold the emotion in, let it flow. 4. Releasing negative emotions through movement. Sometimes the best way to release negative emotions is through physical movement. Exercise, dance, or even a simple stretch can help move the emotional energy out of your body and shift your vibration. 5. Gratitude and forgiveness. Practice gratitude and forgiveness regularly. Both of these powerful emotions instantly raise your frequency and help you release any negative charge from past experiences. When you practice emotional mastery, you create a solid foundation for sustained alignment. Your vibration becomes more stable, more consistent. The universe begins to respond to you as someone who is not only aligned, but also in control of their energy. You become magnetic, drawing to you the people, opportunities, and experiences that are in resonance with your new frequency. Now that we've explored how recalibrating your energy, aligning with your true frequency, and mastering your emotions create effortless flow in your life, we come to the final, most important step: embodiment. You can understand all the concepts in the world, you can read all the books, listen to all the teachings, and even change your mindset. But if you don't embody the changes you're seeking, nothing will truly shift. Embodiment is the bridge between theory and reality. It's the practice of living your frequency, not just thinking about it. When we talk about embodiment, we're talking about integrating your vibration into every part of your life, from your thoughts and emotions to your actions and energy. It's about becoming a living example of the energy you wish to embody. This step is where many people falter. They think that by changing their thoughts or repeating affirmations, they can instantly change their lives. But true transformation happens when your whole being, your body, your mind, and your energy are aligned with your highest vibration. That's when life begins to respond to you, not just because you want it, but because you are it. Let me explain it this way. Imagine you're trying to create a beautiful piece of music. If you don't know how to play the instrument properly, no matter how well you know the theory, the sound won't come out as it should. The same goes for your life. You can know all the right information about alignment, but if you don't know how to live it, the world won't respond to your intentions. I remember a time in my life when I was filled with the desire for change. I had all the right intentions, but something was missing. I would make progress, but then I'd slip back into old patterns. That's when I realized change doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from being. I had to stop fighting myself and start aligning my entire being, physically, emotionally, and mentally. That's when things began to shift. The universe started to respond to me, not as someone who was trying to change, but as someone who had already stepped into their new frequency. This is the essence of embodiment. It's about living the vibration you want to attract, not just thinking about it. Here's how you can begin the process of embodying your true frequency. 1. Physical alignment. The first step is to align your body with your vibration. How you carry yourself physically plays a huge role in how your energy is perceived. Stand tall, walk with purpose. Your body is not just a vessel for your soul, it is an energetic tool that broadcasts your frequency to the world. Pay attention to your posture, your breath, and your movement. A grounded body is a powerful transmitter of energy. 2. Emotional embodiment. Feeling your emotions deeply and expressing them appropriately is another important aspect of embodiment. You are not a robot, you are meant to feel and experience life in all its dimensions. But instead of being controlled by your emotions, allow them to move through you. Acknowledge them, feel them, and release them without holding on to them. When you do this, your emotions become a clear channel for your energy rather than a source of distortion. 3. Speaking your frequency. Your voice is one of the most powerful tools you have for embodying your energy. The words you speak carry frequency. When you speak with clarity, intention, and alignment, you influence not only your energy but the energy around you. Start paying attention to the tone and content of your speech. Are you speaking from a place of truth, or are you performing? True alignment is expressed through words that are in harmony with your internal state. 4. Living in flow. Embodying your frequency means living in flow with your environment. Stop resisting life. Instead, allow yourself to move with it. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. When you live in flow, you stop forcing outcomes. You become a co-creator with the universe, knowing that your frequency is the guiding force behind everything you attract. 5. Integrating the lessons. True embodiment comes when you integrate the lessons and experiences you've learned into your daily life. It's easy to forget the wisdom you've gained when things get busy, but the real test of alignment is in how you live, not just how you think or feel in moments of peace. The next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, how can I embody my highest frequency right now? Embodiment is a continuous process. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. You're going to have moments where you slip back into old patterns, and that's okay. The key is to stay present, to return to your center, and to realign as soon as you notice yourself drifting. When you start embodying your true frequency, you stop chasing your dreams. Instead, you become the version of yourself who already has them. This is where the magic happens. The universe responds to you, not because you're trying to force something to happen, but because your frequency is a magnet for the experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with it. In the next section, we will discuss how you can maintain your vibration in the face of challenges, ensuring that you stay aligned and grounded no matter what life throws at you. Now that we've covered the foundational principles of recalibrating, aligning, and embodying your true frequency, let's dive into one of the most crucial aspects of this journey, maintaining your vibration, especially when life presents challenges that threaten to knock you off course. Let's face it, no matter how much we align with our highest frequency, life doesn't stop throwing curveballs. Whether it's a personal setback, a conflict at work, or just the daily stresses that come with being human, challenges will always arise. And here's the truth. The real test of your alignment comes when life gets tough. When everything is flowing and easy, staying aligned is simple. But when the storm hits, it's easy to forget your true vibration and get swept up in the chaos. This is when your true mastery is put to the test. How do you stay aligned when the world seems to be pushing you in every direction? How do you maintain your frequency when everything around you is in discord? The answer lies in your ability to stay grounded in your truth no matter what is happening externally. It's about realizing that your external world will always mirror your internal state, and if you want to change your reality, you must first return to center. Here's how you can maintain your vibration during challenging times. 1. Anchor yourself in the present moment. The first step is to become present. When challenges arise, the tendency is to panic or worry about the future, but your power lies in the present moment. In times of stress, ground yourself by taking a deep breath, feeling your feet on the ground, and consciously returning to the here and now. Presence is your anchor in a storm of external circumstances. It's in the present that you can recalibrate your frequency and regain control of your energy. 2. Respond, don't react. Emotional reactions are often automatic. When we're triggered, we react based on old patterns, past trauma, or fear. But true alignment requires that you respond from a place of awareness, not react from a place of fear. Take a moment to pause before reacting. Ask yourself, how do I want to respond to this situation? What is the most aligned way to move forward? When you respond consciously, you maintain your vibrational integrity and you prevent yourself from getting caught in the noise. 3. Reaffirm your intentions. During tough times, it's easy to forget why you started your journey toward alignment in the first place. Reaffirm your intentions regularly. Write them down, say them out loud, reconnect with why you're doing this work. Because the more you reaffirm your purpose, the easier it becomes to stay aligned, even when life tries to throw you off course. 4. Use your tools. Whether it's breathwork, movement, journaling, or listening to music that raises your vibration, make sure you have a set of tools that help you get back to your center quickly. Keep them accessible and use them whenever you feel yourself slipping. The more consistently you practice your tools, the quicker you'll be able to shift back into alignment when needed. 5. Release what no longer serves you. Challenges often arise when we're holding on to something that's no longer aligned with our highest good. This could be a relationship, a job, or even a belief system that no longer fits. If you feel stuck, take a step back and ask, is there anything I'm holding on to that's creating resistance? If so, it's time to release it. Releasing the old opens up space for new, aligned opportunities to come in. 6. Cultivate patience and trust. When you're aligned, you're not forcing anything to happen. You're trusting the process. Challenges might not disappear overnight, but if you trust that everything is happening for your highest good, your energy remains calm and steady. The key is to trust that, no matter what happens, you are always being guided toward what is best for you. 7. Remember your power. You are not a victim of your circumstances. Your reality is a reflection of your energy, and you have the power to change it. When life challenges you, remind yourself that you are the architect of your reality. You have the ability to shift your perspective, your energy, and your alignment at any moment. A great example of this principle in action comes from the story of a woman I know who faced the sudden loss of her job. Initially, she was overwhelmed with fear and doubt, but she quickly remembered the work she had done to align with her highest self. Instead of getting lost in panic, she chose to reaffirm her power. She took time to recalibrate her energy, trusting that the universe had a better plan for her. Within weeks, she found a new opportunity that was more aligned with her true passion, and it came to her with ease. This is the power of maintaining your vibration, even when life challenges you. By consistently practicing these steps, you build resilience. You train yourself to stay grounded and aligned, no matter what comes your way. The universe will continue to test you, but with each test, you grow stronger. In the next part, we'll talk about how to integrate these teachings into your everyday life, so that you're not just practicing alignment in moments of peace, but living it every day, effortlessly and naturally. Now that we've explored how to recalibrate your energy, embody your true frequency, and maintain alignment even through life's challenges, the final step is about integration. This is the step where the real magic happens, when the teachings are no longer abstract concepts, but become your everyday reality. Here's the thing. True spiritual growth is not about occasional moments of enlightenment or bursts of inspiration. It's about living your teachings every day, consciously, consistently, and with intention. When you integrate alignment into your daily life, your entire existence shifts. You stop trying to be aligned, and instead, you become alignment. Let's start by breaking down how you can integrate these teachings into your daily routine and mindset. 1. Start your day with intention. The moment you wake up, you have a powerful opportunity to set the tone for your entire day. Instead of rushing through the morning or getting caught up in external distractions, take a few minutes to reconnect with yourself. Set an intention for the day. What energy do you want to embody? What frequency do you want to send out into the world today? Starting your day with a clear intention aligns your energy with the outcome you desire. 2. Mindfully tune your energy throughout the day. Throughout the day, make a conscious effort to check in with your energy. Are you feeling stressed? Are you starting to slip into negative thoughts? When you notice your energy slipping, take a moment to recalibrate. Breathe, center yourself, and realign. This practice of mindfulness helps you stay grounded in your true frequency, preventing you from getting swept up in the chaos of the external world. 3. Engage in daily practices of self-awareness. Self-awareness is key to maintaining your alignment. This doesn't mean constantly analyzing yourself, but it does mean checking in with how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically. Regular practices like journaling, meditation, or simply reflecting on your thoughts and emotions at the end of the day can help you stay in tune with your internal state. When you stay aware of how you're feeling, you can address misalignment before it takes over. 4. Surround yourself with high vibrational people. The people you spend time with have a huge impact on your energy. When you're surrounded by people who uplift you, who are aligned with their highest selves, it's easier to stay aligned yourself. Conversely, toxic environments or negative people can pull you out of alignment. Be conscious of who you allow into your inner circle and make sure your relationships reflect the energy you want to embody. 5. Infuse everything you do with consciousness. Whether it's eating, working, exercising, or having a conversation, everything you do is an opportunity to stay aligned with your true frequency. Don't wait for moments of meditation or quiet time to tune in. You can stay aligned while doing the most mundane tasks. For example, when you're eating, instead of rushing through the meal or eating unconsciously, take a moment to appreciate the nourishment and breathe deeply. Infusing every activity with conscious intention helps you remain grounded and present. 6. Let go of the need for perfection. One of the most important aspects of integration is letting go of perfectionism. Alignment isn't about being perfect all the time. It's about being authentic. When you make mistakes or fall out of alignment, don't judge yourself. Instead, embrace the process and use each experience as an opportunity to realign. The key is consistency, not perfection. 7. Celebrate your progress. Finally, take time to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Recognizing your growth keeps you motivated and helps you stay aligned with your path. Whether it's something big like manifesting a dream or something small like staying calm during a stressful situation, celebrate your victories. Every time you realign with your true frequency, you move closer to the version of yourself you desire to become. The truth is, alignment is not a destination, it's a way of living. When you integrate these teachings into your life, you begin to live as your true self, and you stop seeking alignment because you are the alignment. Let me leave you with a powerful thought from Thoth's teachings. As within, so without. The outer always mirrors the inner. This means that when you achieve internal coherence, your external world will follow suit. It's not about forcing outcomes or trying to control the world around you. It's about being so grounded in your frequency that life simply responds to it. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. When you integrate alignment into every aspect of your life, the world around you begins to rearrange itself to meet the energy you are emitting. In the next and final section, we'll discuss the final steps to complete your journey of realignment and how to stay on track with your new path of vibrational mastery. As we approach the final steps of this transformative journey, let's reflect on everything we've covered and how you can fully integrate these teachings into your life. The truth is, realignment isn't something that happens once and then you're done. It's an ongoing journey of tuning into your highest self and living from that place every day. We've discussed recalibration, emotional mastery, embodiment, and maintaining your vibration. Now, let's talk about how to complete the journey by ensuring that you stay on track, continually growing and evolving in your alignment. 1. Commit to lifelong learning. The journey of realignment is not about reaching an endpoint, but about living in a constant state of growth and expansion. Every day brings new opportunities to learn, new layers of yourself to uncover, and new ways to raise your frequency. Embrace this journey with curiosity and openness. Commit to lifelong learning, not just in the form of books or teachings, but through real-world experiences. The more you integrate what you learn into your life, the more you grow. The challenges you face are not obstacles, but stepping stones to deeper understanding and mastery of your energy. You are always evolving, and as you grow, your frequency naturally evolves with you. Every day is a chance to recalibrate, learn, and adjust as needed. 2. Trust in the timing of your life. One of the hardest things for most people is learning to trust the timing of their life. It's easy to get frustrated or impatient when things don't seem to be happening fast enough. But realignment isn't a race, it's a process. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor, guiding you at the perfect pace for your growth. Sometimes the most significant shifts come when we stop trying to control them. When you learn to trust the timing, you let go of the pressure to force things and simply allow life to unfold naturally. Know that everything is happening exactly as it should and in perfect timing for your highest good. 3. Surround yourself with supportive energy. As you continue to walk your path of realignment, one of the most important things to remember is to surround yourself with supportive energy. The people you spend time with, the environments you immerse yourself in, and the media you consume all influence your frequency. Seek out those who are aligned with their true selves, people who inspire and uplift you. If there are relationships or environments that drain your energy or hold you back, it may be time to reassess and set boundaries. You are the sum of the energy around you, so choose wisely. 4. Reaffirm your intentions and your why. It's easy to get distracted or lose sight of your intentions as life gets busy. That's why it's essential to reaffirm your intentions regularly. Take time to reflect on why you started this journey of realignment in the first place. What do you truly want to manifest? What kind of person do you want to become? Write down your intentions, say them out loud, and revisit them often. The clearer you are on your purpose, the easier it becomes to stay aligned with your true frequency. Clarity is power. And when you reaffirm your purpose regularly, you stay grounded in your higher self. 5. Celebrate your progress and stay grateful. Finally, celebrate your progress, no matter how big or small. Every step forward, every moment of realignment, every time you shift your energy is a victory. Take time to honor your journey and be proud of how far you've come. Gratitude is a powerful tool in maintaining alignment because it raises your vibration and keeps you focused on the abundance in your life, rather than what's missing. Living in gratitude helps you stay connected to your true frequency. When you express appreciation for the small wins, the universe brings more of those wins to you. 6. Embrace the shift, even when it's uncomfortable. Transformation is rarely comfortable, especially in the beginning. You might experience moments of doubt or discomfort as old patterns fall away. This is natural, it's part of the process. The key is to embrace the discomfort, knowing that it's part of the shift. As you elevate your frequency, you might outgrow old habits, old relationships, or even old versions of yourself. When this happens, it can feel unsettling, but remember, you are evolving. Lean into the discomfort, knowing that on the other side is a more aligned, empowered version of you. So, what's the final takeaway from this journey of realignment? The key is to live as the highest version of yourself every single day. You don't need to chase after what you want. You simply need to align with it. The universe doesn't work on effort alone. It works on energy, on frequency, and on alignment. The truth is, you are the creator of your reality. Your energy shapes everything around you. By aligning your vibration, mastering your emotions, and embodying your true self, you become a magnet for the life you desire. The universe is always responding to you, and when you're in alignment, everything will begin to flow effortlessly. Remember, the journey is ongoing. As you evolve, your frequency will evolve, and new opportunities for growth will appear. Continue to recalibrate, stay grounded, and always choose alignment. The world is waiting for you to step into your power, and once you do, nothing can stop you. This concludes the journey of realignment. I hope you feel empowered to integrate these teachings and begin living the life you've always dreamed of. Stay aligned, stay grounded, and trust that the universe is always working with you.